Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Arlette, and we are joined here today by Allante and Katherine. Welcome, y'all. How are we feeling?
Pretty good. How you
I'm
doing?
feeling good.
I'm good. I'm good as well. Thank you. It's good to have you both back. We did have you guys on episode 61 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. Is it a yes for you for him?
It is.
Okay. And is it a yes for you for her?
Absolutely.
We got a match. I'll take the mic. Okay, make some noise for them, ladies. All right. So from your episode, once it aired and the comments went crazy, the TikToks, whatever it was, what would you say was the one thing that kind of like caught you off guard or something that you weren't expecting like from anything, whether it was Instagram, TikTok, the comments, whatever it was. Let's start with you, Catherine.
I kind of knew it was coming once BM called me out for it, like after Roman like went off, when he was just like, you told the whole doctor like he's not financially stable. So that did come back, and I appreciated a lot of the constructive criticism. But yeah, I saw that. I wasn't surprised by it, but it's something that I saw because I was nervous. So it happened. But yeah, that was something I saw, but I wasn't really surprised by it.
Okay. Do you still stand by what you said or
Well, no, because it wasn't my place to speak on his financial stability. That wasn't my business. I just didn't want to keep saying I'm not interested. I'm not attracted. I just didn't want to do that.
Mhm.
But it's okay.
Okay. All right. Alante, what about for yourself?
Um, it was a couple things. Like, I mean, obviously, I finally got to see what happened before me, before I walked out. So that was interesting. That was the hair episode about the hair
Oh,
with
yeah.
Sandy and stuff like that. And then I guess from my perspective, it's just like people just being in the DMs, even though I got a match. Like it's funny.
Mhm.
It's funny, but it's interesting. So that's about it.
Okay. And now, so for us to kind of just go ahead and dive right on into the part that everyone's always tuning in to hear about, since you all ended up matching, have you gone on a date?
Alante?
I would say we went on a date. We went on a
Okay.
Yeah, we were.
Y'all had me nervous. Why the hesitation? What's going on?
I'll let her go. She can
Yeah,
go ahead. Go. Ladies
Okay, go
first.
ahead,
Ladies
Catherine.
yeah,
first.
yeah, we were on a date. We did go on a date. I was just,
Okay.
wanting to let him answer because I answered the last one, I guess, first. So I was just like, let him speak. But we did go on that.
All right. So when did you guys go on the date and how was it?
We went right after. Like, as soon as we left, we were like, all right, I'm hungry. He's like, let's go. And he ended up having friends with him.
Okay.
And it's so funny because his friends went to the restaurant with us, sat on the completely other side of the restaurant. So it was like me and Alante's real date. So,
Good.
Sure.
Okay. That's good. I'm glad the friends weren't, third
Yeah.
wheeling it with y'all. Alante, how was
yeah.
that first date for you?
It was pretty dope. We went to a soul food restaurant that she requested. It wasn't the best food in Arizona. She probably could tell you the name, but you probably know what it is
I
too.
don't, I don't remember the name, but I do remember Alante like, oh, it's not the best food I ever had. And you wanted to come here.
Oh
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. I didn't really eat my food, so I didn't know how it was. I wasn't really feeling the best,
no. Okay.
but so I didn't even enjoy my food. But Alante was a good critic for that restaurant, so I won't even put it out there.
For sure.
Oh no. Okay. So, where are you guys both located?
I'm in New York.
New York, Alante?
I just actually moved from LA a week and a half ago to Dallas. So I live in Dallas currently. Yes.
Okay. All right. So now after you guys left your date, how was the communication? Did you guys stick in Arizona for a bit or did you both fly back soon after?
So we ended up after.
I guess I got to keep saying names after I ask a
You
question cuz
do.
y'all
You
just stare
do.
at each
You
other
do.
Thank
like
you.
who's going to go first?
Ladies first.
I will. Okay, let me go. So we did end up after eating. We went back to our spots, and got ready and met up with some of the other cast members of the show that night. They were at like a lounge somewhere. I don't remember exactly where it is. Maybe Allante, you remember? But we ended up going down there and meeting them. So yeah, we hung out with them for a good while, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. We did. Nick, Naeem, I think his name Naeem. Um, he got a section for like the
Oh,
whole cat for like the whole cast. He balled out. He got like
thank you.
yeah.
Yes.
Shout out to Naeem, man. He 100 for that. Yeah, he got a section that it's like it's in at Scottsdale where all the bars at.
Okay.
Majority of us went. And we hung out there, had a good time. I would say we had a good time. I had a good time there.
I had a good time. It's just that I just wasn't feeling the greatest, but I was just trying to put my best foot forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was tired, I was feeling a little sick, like coming down because of the travels and then like
Right.
not getting much sleep. So, but I made the best out of it. Did you enjoy yourself, Allante, at the club, at the white club?
I would say at the club I did enjoy myself.
Okay.
Okay.
No complaints about the club and no complaints about the date specifically. Yeah.
Okay, good. So now, after you guys went back to your homes, whenever your flights were, how was the communication? Were you guys texting, FaceTime call? How was all that? I'm sorry. Let me say names. Let's start with Allante.
All right. Um, yeah, like I ended it from my perspective in Arizona that
Oh.
following day, the next day, which was a Sunday. I expect we recorded on a Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
So Sunday, yeah, that was my last form of contact with her on Sunday. It
Okay.
was a long night that night. We had a long night that night. Had a good time. Well, partly, and then yeah,
Okay. Why did you end it? You guys just said you had a great time.
yeah, we had a good time at dinner. Dinner was a vibe. At the bar it was a good time. It was a solid time. And afterwards, I'm gonna say best way I can just put it from my perspective in the most respectful way. It's just um, we really wasn't matching the way we matched on set.
Okay. Catherine, do you
Yeah.
agree?
Um. Well, after the bar that night, I had to put a hard boundary in place, and I feel like me and Alante just wanted to operate at different paces.
Hmm.
My idea of matching was to go on a date, maybe hang out with the people, maybe not, um, but ultimately go back to our states and continue to get to know each other. And then when we do that, then we could connect and like book flights and travel and meet each other again if we continue to water that connection.
Hmm.
But based on the boundary that I set into place, I don't think that Alante had that intention, and it just came to the point where I think that we just had two different intentions. That's my perspective of it.
So, what intentions do you think he had?
Well, I'm not sure of his intentions. I can't speak for Alante, but I can say my intentions were to do those things that I just stated,
Okay.
and based on Alante's reaction, I don't believe that that was his intention, because if so, I think that we would have continued to speak, right, instead of ending it the following day, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Alante, so what would you say were your intentions and how do you think they differed from hers?
I'm not gonna say that's the reason why I ended it. I don't agree to that part. But my intentions was originally the same. Like definitely to see how far that the situation can go. Going back home and figuring it out, no matter if we FaceTime or link up, fly to see each other. But like I said, that particular night of events that transpired, like it just didn't lead in that way. It was more, and even the next day, it just led to more of a situation where I felt more comfortable not communicating with her no more.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. October 10th is World Mental Health Day. And with that being said, special shout out to the therapists. BetterHelp has supported over 5 million people on their mental health journeys. This World Mental Health Day, they're celebrating the therapists who show up, listen, and make those life-changing moments possible, and reminding us how easy it is to connect with a licensed therapist online. BetterHelp takes the stress out of finding the right therapist. You just fill out a short questionnaire and they do the matching for you based on your needs and preferences. With over 12 years of experience, they usually get it right the first time, but if you don't vibe with your therapist, you can switch anytime and they'll give you new recommendations until you find the right fit. BetterHelp therapists are fully licensed in the US and work according to a strict code of conduct. So, if you're considering therapy or you just need a space to talk things through, BetterHelp might be worth exploring. This World Mental Health Day, we're celebrating the therapists who have helped millions of people take a step forward. If you're ready to find the right therapist for you, BetterHelp can help you start that journey. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/catchup. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/catchup. Check it out and see if it feels like the right fit for you. Okay, I'm confused, guys. Why? Like, why? You guys said it went well, and now it's.
All right, so basically from my perspective, like, I feel like the when I came on that show, like I was really being me as far as like looking for a genuine, sincere connection with an
Mhm.
individual, somebody who was really them, somebody who was just open minded to like figuring stuff out with a relationship, and through that course of that night, of course, like I said, like the dinner was good. We went
Mhm.
out to dinner. Um, the whole vibes was good. She was sick, like she was getting sick, by the way. So she not lying about that or whatever. She,
Mhm.
I really feel like it's from the flight, from like immune system.
Yeah,
We ain't had no
I
sleep
got sick.
type thing, and we end up going out to that spot, and my first situation with her that just kind of started going awkward was just it was a bunch of little random moments that occurred first, from her dancing on me, to her telling me like don't touch her, to her like telling me to touch her, to me talking to one of the girls and having a nice little conversation. I'm getting a hug and she grabbed me off of her as I'm giving the hug, to the next stage of us hanging out after the club. Like that didn't go well. That's the part that really didn't go to well. The best part is that wasn't the best. It was after the club. It wasn't really the dinner or the club specifically. It was after the club.
Okay,
Right.
Catherine, tell us about after the club.
Yeah.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. I wasn't feeling well. Allante. Um, we were okay. So the whole thing, I had a hot air balloon, like a sunrise hot air balloon, and another like excursion the following morning. So it was like 4 a.m. Mind you, I'm not feeling well. So now I'm getting a little nervous. I'm like, all right. The plan was to go to an after spot, and we didn't end up doing that because when I got back to my like the car that we traveled in, I was feeling so sick. So I was like, Alante, I'm not gonna be able to make it. And I gave him the opportunity, like if you want to continue to hang out, by all means, because we're here individually. I know you still want to have a good time. And he was like, no, I'm good. Like I just want to make sure you're good. So I thought that was extremely kind because I wasn't feeling good. He called his friends, let them know, like, I'm going to make sure she gets back to her spot safely. And then at that point, things got a little bit, you know, iffy. And that's where I had to set this hard boundary. Um, and I think that based on Alante's reaction, he wasn't for that. Like, that
Okay.
wasn't something, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And you said this was back when you went when you this all happened in the car. You said you went back to your place.
No, yeah, so I had a rental. He ended up driving the rental back to my hotel. I
Hmm.
was like, thank you, Um, but I had a hot air balloon thing in like an hour. I wanted to like lay down,
Yeah.
just try to get some energy. Um, but yeah, so
Alrighty.
yeah,
So
that's
then,
what I wanted to do.
uh-huh.
And yeah, so that's not what happened though. I didn't get any sleep. I feel like because of the hard boundary, there was like contention,
Hmm.
and that's just something that I didn't anticipate. because I thought Allante was trying to, sincerely care for my well being. Like I thought he was like, an advocate for, you know, my health and like all of that. But I don't. That's why I said I think that he had his own intentions behind, um, that were unbeknownst to me
Okay.
at that
What would,
at that moment. But of course, following day, I realized that okay, maybe because of those moments is the reason why he didn't want to continue to get to know me.
what do you think my intentions was?
I don't think your intentions were to take me home, safely, and that was it. That's just not what I believe.
Hmm.
Yeah,
What was your
that's
intent? What was your intentions then?
my intentions were to, like I stated, like just to get some energy because I had to go on this hot air balloon. It was bad enough I was sick. Bad enough I didn't get any sleep. I wasn't really, getting any sleep, and I just wasn't feeling good. And I think that was clear to you because like you offered to make sure I was good. Like you good. Like I'm gonna make sure you get back to your spot safely. So that's what I thought originally, but yeah, I don't believe that that was your sole purpose. Because if that's the case, I don't think we would have an issue right now, and I think that we would be in communication still. At least a conversation would have been had, and it wasn't a conversation. It was just this particular boundary, and then following was the reaction. So it's like that's just what I'm thinking was the issue. But if there was another issue or another problem, or you said like some like red flags or whatever the case may be, you could have stated that to me. But that's not. We didn't really have a conversation about it, so I'm just going based on my last interaction with you, and it was that boundary that was put into place.
And what? I'm just curious. I'm just trying. This is new to me, by the way. So I'm just trying to figure out what boundaries did I cross?
I rather not even. I rather not even go into it. But you know what happened on that day.
No, I know exactly what happened.
Yeah, you know what
I,
happened. Like the
I
boundary. Like what I'm saying, hard boundary. Like something that you're not willing to do, or something that you're not willing to do at the moment,
mm,
and yeah, something like that.
and that was the case.
That was the case. That was my perspective of it,
Do you
and then
have a
following
different
that.
perspective, Alante, than what she had?
Definitely got a different perspective, but we yeah definitely got a different perspective. But yeah, sure, we could ride with that.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you want to, say whatever your side was, you definitely can. But
Nah,
no,
I'm gonna let it be. But not like just we just gonna leave it like this. Like we just want a perfect match, and
Exactly. Yeah. Saying our
we're gonna leave it
intentions.
there. But we are gonna make one thing clear. Definitely did not cross any boundaries, and I don't think it had nothing to do with placing a hard stagnant boundary towards anything. I'm gonna just put it like this. I think it was my conflict was the immaturity. Um, no matter if you want to label it as a boundary or whatever, I think it was the immaturity, the inconsistency of how you was coming off, and we're not gonna point no fingers, so we just gonna leave it there, and we just didn't see eye to
Yeah.
eye.
I'm not pointing fingers, Alante. I'm just saying that I think that we had some differences, and like some of the things that we believed in our values or whatever the case may be, it just didn't align at that moment. And because there wasn't a clarifying conversation, that's what I'm going based off of.
Mm, okay, for
Yeah.
sure.
I'm just telling my experience.
so after that night, you guys didn't speak again. Was there like a text message the
Absolutely.
next day
No,
or
I
a
blocked
call?
her.
Nothing.
I blocked her.
Okay.
Yeah, I blocked her. For sure, for sure.
Okay. So this
Well,
is your.
actually,
Go ahead,
Oh
Catherine.
yeah,
well, I'm
we
sorry.
talked the next day. We did talk the next day one time.
Yeah,
We
yeah. We
we did
talked.
talk the next day.
Yeah, I called him. Just to have a conversation because
I called
a
you.
couple of things. I'm sorry.
I said I called you.
You mean you called me back?
Oh yeah, for sure.
But
For sure.
yeah, but that's neither here nor there. We had. I thought we were gonna have a conversation. There was some form of communication, but the conversation didn't happen because Alante stated that he would give me a call back, and he never did. Instead of like telling me like, hey, like I'm not interested anymore. Like that's okay, but we didn't have that, so I don't know exactly. I'm just speaking from my perspective and my experience. That's all I can go based off of. So yeah.
Okay.
But since that moment when he said like, "Yeah, I'm gonna call you back," and he never did, I guess that's when he blocked me. Right.
Okay. Well, I'm definitely sorry to hear that, it didn't turn out too well for you guys.
Yeah.
That's not what we hope for you guys when you come on the show or anything. So,
No, for sure, for sure.
yeah, it's definitely an unfortunate situation. But so this is the first time you guys are speaking with each other since that weekend.
Absolutely. Yes.
Wow.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
Oh man. Well,
I just want to, like I said, I don't want to get in no specifics. I just want to just make sure, like, we just end this call on good notes.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, on that type of thing, type energy, for sure, for sure,
Okay. Well, let's try to, brighten up the spirits a little bit.
for sure,
So,
for sure.
anything that you guys are working on that, the viewers, supporters, whoever it is that we can tune in and catch up with you guys on, whatever that may be, anything that we can do to support you guys. Let's start with you, Catherine.
So I do have like a YouTube channel. I created a YouTube channel just to have like some sit down talks, travel vlogs. And it kind of was stemmed from these moments when I kind of went viral for that whole Roman situation. So it's called Red Dress Diaries. So
Mhm.
that is a channel that I created, based on the experience. So if you
Okay.
guys want to see more of me, that's where you can see me.
Okay, nice, nice. And Alante, what about for yourself?
Um, Not much. Just locked in as far. I just moved to Dallas, so
Yeah, congrats
um,
on that.
thank you so much. Me and my dog drove all the way from California by ourselves. So,
Oh
U-Haul
man.
truck on, I mean car on the back, everything. So, I'm just getting acquainted with Dallas, just living here. The living scene. It's pretty fun. So, I'm enjoying it.
Okay, good.
Yeah, for
Well,
sure.
good luck to both of you on,
So,
your careers, your ventures, whatever you put your mind to, and even dating. I hope to hear better news in the future from both of you guys. But thank you so much for coming on today. Thank you for your time. And everyone at home, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.
thank you so much.